You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know I haven't really been on the channel for the past week or two. You know, some real life stuff was going on, things I had to take care of. But all of that is behind me. And, you know, I'm back in business. So we're going to talk boxing like we usually do. So, again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, Deontay Wilder allegedly has been offered millions of dollars, and I'm hearing numbers anywhere between 10 million to 30 to not take the trilogy with Tyson Fury. Now, we all know that Tyson Fury and his team and Deontay Wilder and his team had a mediation, and based off of these rumors, you can assume that Deontay Wilder and his team got the upper hand as far as the mediation is concerned for them to be offered this, allegedly. Now, is it true? I can see this being true in terms of the offer because Tyson Fury is trying to unify with Anthony Joshua. So I can see it from that aspect. I question the amount. Like, I heard 30 million. Like, that doesn't make any mathematical sense. $30 million. It really doesn't. Even if Tyson Fury and AJ went to Saudi Arabia and they made $100 million a piece, you pay Deontay Wilder 30. That's 30% of Tyson Fury's purse. Like, you know, so it just math-wise, that doesn't make any sense. But the fact that Deontay Wilder's getting offered essentially step-aside money, that makes sense to me. So I do believe the rumor in some sense. Now, when it comes down to the whole mediation thing and the trilogy thing and all of that, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised at all. If you think about it, Tyson Fury won against Vladimir Klitschko, and he didn't give Vladimir Klitschko a second opportunity. He went on his hiatus, and we all know why he went on his hiatus. So the fact that Tyson Fury doesn't want to give Deontay Wilder a trilogy fight when he has the belts, he has the upper hand, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that at all, and that's because of the precedent that he set in the past, because we've seen him do this with Vladimir Klitschko. Now, I'm not saying that Tyson Fury is afraid of Deontay Wilder. I mean, they fought 19 rounds. I think Wilder's won at least 4 or 5 at the most out of 19 rounds. In my eyes, Tyson Fury is the better fighter. Tyson Fury is a bad matchup for Deontay Wilder, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that. I just think Tyson Fury is just trying to maneuver around this situation. And that's what this mediation is for. That's what the mediation is for. And mediation comes before arbitration. Mediation is basically, let's all get together and have a conversation before we take this to court, or so we don't have to take this to court. That's what mediation is about. But when you're dealing with PBC versus Top Rank, essentially, and it's so much bad blood, not only between the two companies, but the two fighters, mediation is not going to work. I don't think mediation is going to work. I think what's going to happen is they're going to go to arbitration, and a court is going to have to tell them whether there's going to be a trilogy or not. Is Tyson Fury obligated or not? I mean, it's just a crazy situation because I've never seen this much pushback after a loss, like from both ends, you know, from Tyson Fury's end and Deontay Wilder's end. Like, it's absolutely crazy what's going on. Now, me as a media person, as a boxing purist, do I want to see the trilogy? Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely want to see it. I think Fury would win, but I definitely want to see it. Now, as far as that clause being in the contract and the clause expired and all of that, I blame Al Heyman for that shit, and I blame Shelly Finkel for that shit. You are two of the most powerful people in the sport. You can't allow something like that to happen on your watch. Period. It's just crazy. Like, it's crazy. We give Al Heyman all of this credit for all these other things, but when he screws up, people be quiet. People be hella quiet. He fucked that situation up. Like, he fucked that up. Like, point blank, period. And Shelly Finkel as well. So I think if this trilogy happens, I think it'll be good for the sport. I think it'll be good for everyone. Because it just closes the door. It just closes. It brings closure to this situation. It really does. It should bring closure. And I think we all need closure from this situation. If they don't fight a trilogy, this is something that's going to be talked about for years to come. This is how hot of a topic this is. But Deontay Wilder being offered step aside money, I'm not surprised at all. But I just have so many different opinions just on this situation, period. It's really crazy how things have worked out between these two. And this is a rivalry. Like, this is a flat out rivalry between these two. And I can make the argument in this situation for Deontay Wilder, and I can also make the argument for Tyson Fury as well. Like, not only from a media standpoint, but from a man standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get into that in another video. But taking step aside money is always a sticky situation, because it's almost like they're forcing you to take it. They're almost like they're forcing you to take it. So Wilder, I wouldn't be mad if he took the money. I'll be completely honest. I mean, in this day and age, if they're offering you between 10 to 30 million, you gotta take that. To not fight, you gotta take that. Like, you definitely gotta take that. But Deontay Wilder has to stay busy as well. I know the rumor is he's gonna be possibly fighting Charles Martin, which I don't have a problem with that fight at all. I just want to see Deontay Wilder back in the ring. He needs a W under his belt. He needs to get back into the ring. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on this situation. I'm going to drop more videos as far as Wilder and Fury. People are tired of hearing about it, but it's one of the hottest topics in the sport, and we're going to continue to bring it to the people. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.